Hi everyone, Carrie Ann from Stampin' on the Bright Side here, and today we're going to be doing this little project right here. This is from our, hold on, Celebrate Sunflowers? Yes, Celebrate Sunflowers stamp set, and it's just a little post-it note holder, just a little mini one. Just thinking, and I don't know why, but I have it in mind because I guess because the June paper pumpkin was Share Sunshine. And so I just think of, like, this is June, we're sharing sunshine, and so almost all my projects seem to be with different shades of yellow. I'm just gonna go with it. So this is what we're doing today. This is one that I made. This is Outgoing, the Outgoing in color DSP from last year with the Outgoing, this is Pineapple Punch. It was one of the Outgoing in colors from this past year. And this is not a current stamp set. We have this punch, but we have a different stamp set that goes with it. This is from Umbrella. Hold on, Under My Umbrella. So I'm using Hello Sunshine. This is still current. And we're going with, so this is one of the new in colors. This is Bumblebee, and this is the new paper. So on the other side of this is kind of like a fabric. There's a lot of I'm not sure how to, like, there's wood tones, there's fabric, textiles, lots of there's a tile stamp set, there's tile dies. They have a pack of paper that's basically all different kinds of wood, like wood flooring and tiles, like backsplash tiles. Really cute stuff. Very, I don't know what it's, I want to say textile-y, but that's fabric, but it's just very like house decor or house renovation type kind of theme this year, but it's working. I really like it. So I'm just going to put this right here, and let me bring my stack of stuff. So this is going to be a little intimidating. It's not bad. It's just, it really is a simple project. There are just a lot of things that you do with it, but they're not hard things. Okay, so we already talked about the stamp sets. So I'm going to set that aside. I said we're using Bumblebee. We're going to stamp the sunflower in Bumblebee, and then I also stamped Hello Sunshine onto the notepad in Bumblebee, so I'll set that aside. I'm going to color. It's not perfect, but I like it. You have to do it a few times. I'm going to color the inside over the Bumblebee ink and the inside of the sunflower and on the leaves with, this is Soft Suede Dark and Old Olive Dark. You have to do it a few times because the yellow will show through. The yellow still shows through just a little bit. I don't know if you can see, but it's not bad. It's okay. After you do it a few times, because the first time you're just like, oh no. The second time you're like, oh, I give up. And then I did it a third time, like, I'm gonna try it one more time. And then it was okay. I could live with it. We are going to punch one end of our strip of paper with, this is the Delightful Tag Topper. And then we're going to just use this to corner around the other end. So not hard, super easy. It just looks like a lot of stuff. Well, it is a lot of stuff, but it's not difficult. And then I just buy these from Walmart. Little Velcro strips, and what I do is I put them together. I match the grabby side with the foofy side, and then what I do is I cut down, I do like a strip of 4 or 5 typically at a time, and then I just cut down the center, and then I have half dots, and then some of them I leave whole too. So I have full dots too. And then we're going to use, like I said, we're using the Celebrate Sunflowers. Celebrate Sunflowers is a stamp set, but it also comes with a set of dies that cuts everything out. I love this set. I love sunflowers. So pretty. The words are really pretty. So we're going to stamp the small sunflower, and we're going to use the little die to cut him out. Okay, I think that covers everything. So let's go ahead and get started. There's just a little bit of a trick, so hopefully you are watching the video and not just on my blog like, how did she do that? Don't do that. Watch the video. I will try to go a little more quickly. So let me just kind of organize all my stuff. So first thing we're going to do, we're going to take, this was actually from a piece of 6x6. This is our DSP. Let me find it. Here it is. This is our DSP stack. Just the color stacks. So there's 4 different patterns. I've shown you this before. Wood tones. This is some words. And it's in different languages. So here, to love what we do and share what we love in all these different languages. We have all of our in colors. This paper comes in all of the color families, not just the in colors. And so we have the wood and the texture, we have the polka dots, and then the words. Okay. All right, and I'm using the Bumblebee. And we're just gonna cut a 1 3/4 inch strip. It will be 6 inches long. Does this leave me 1 3/4 inch? So there's enough to do another one, kind of. Just a little bit skinnier one, but that's okay, I'll do that. All right, so we're done cutting. Now we're going to punch. This does not fit into any of these canals perfectly. So we're just going to stick it in and just make sure it's even on both sides. I usually judge by these little doodads here. Okay, try to get the same amount of paper on either side of those. And you know, if it's not perfect, it's fine. You're gonna have it camouflaged really by the sunflower anyway. Okay. And then we're just gonna round the other end. Okay. So far, our little stack of materials is getting less and less. All right, so we are going to let me put these up so they're not in my way, because I have a whole bunch of projects pulled in making lots of videos today. So like my whole space is just covered with stuff. All right, we're going to use the scoring tool. Now, this is the tricky part. I didn't really technically do, I mean, I kind of did exact measurements, and then I changed how I actually had this end originally punched like this end, and I changed my mind. So this is a little bit different. So what I did is I scored at 1 3/4 and 2. Yeah, I did 1 3/4, 2, 4, 4 1/4. So basically where the post-it notepad is going to sit has to be 2 inches across. And then there's just a 1/4 inch on either side. So go ahead and do that, 2 and 4, and then just go over a 1/4 inch and score. Go over a 1/4 inch and score. And I think I actually did that backwards. It's supposed to go this way. So let me just redo that. I mean, it doesn't make that much of a difference. It will still fold. But just for the sake of the video, I hope you even saw any of that. So here, 2 and 4, and then I did a 1/4 inch to the left for over here and a 1/4 inch to the right over here. And then when I fold, I'm not even using a bone folder because it doesn't really have to be crisp edges. Then you're going to put your pad in here, and then it's going to close perfectly. It's going to be the right size for this to not be like way over here. Okay, hopefully that makes sense. I say things that make sense to me, and then I listen to my video later and I'm like, what was I even talking about? All right, so just to make this a little easier for me, I'm taking this little tiny, I don't even know what the dimensions are. I think I have the pack, you know. But it's just the mini Post-its. So 1 3/8 inches by 1 7/8 inches, and I just use half of a stack. So I just eyeball it pretty close. Yeah, pretty close. Okay, and then I'm just gonna put some adhesive on the back. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure how I feel about this adhesive. It's almost like the fast fuse, like you have to tear it. I don't know. We'll just have to see. Maybe there's a trick to it. I'm just not getting it right now. Anyway, I mean, I like it. It's good adhesive. It's just keeps coming off my spool. All right, and just kind of put this in as close as you can to the scores without going over. It doesn't have to be perfect, but it will fit great. We can go ahead and just put the little tabby thing on too. So let me cut one off. And so like I said, we're going to put the crunchy side, or the spiky side of crunchy. The spiky side goes on the flap, and the fuzzy side goes on the actual, like the body of it. I guess all of it's the body of it. So I just keep them together. And you can put it right over the hole. It's not going to matter because you're going to have it camouflaged by the sunflower. And so the adhesive coming up through the other side of the hole is just, it's not going to matter. It's going to help you hold the sunflower down actually. All right, then pull this backing off gently so it stays. Come on, guy. It's really good adhesive, let me tell you. But I think it's meant to hold fabric, so I mean, like, it has to be really good. Okay, and then just carefully line up your edges so that they're at 90-degree angles, and then lay it down. And like I said, it doesn't matter that that's there because you're going to cover it with a sunflower. All right, now that we have that, we can go ahead and stamp the inside and then set that aside and just start working on our sunflower. See how quick and easy that is? Looks terribly complicated. But seriously, no, I'm gonna leave that out because I'm gonna use it in just a second. Okay, set that aside. We're gonna need this. We're gonna need that. We're gonna need, oh, where's my Whisper White? Oh, there it is. Okay, so we're gonna just go ahead and stamp in Bumblebee. And really, you could cut it out like that and just put it on there and it's fine. I just have it in my mind that I think I should color it. So I'm going to color it. And like I said, this Bumblebee is going to show through. And you know what, we could really just use So Saffron or something lighter that wouldn't show through so much. Let's try that. Maybe that would work better. I mean, why not? Maybe it would work better. I didn't think about that. Okay, I need to clean my pad real quick. Just craft it on the fly. Changing directions. Not really changing directions, but changing partway through a video. Who does that? Crazy people. I don't even know if my So Saffron is good. I have a lot of the old ink pads still. I'm using them up little by little. Okay, we'll try that and see. I mean, that's pretty. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and try to color. I'm going to do, I'm going to go around the edge. Actually, I had just ordered a new soft suede. That came like that. That's not normal. None of the other ones came with that frayed edge. So I'm just going to go around the outside edge first. Yeah, this is covering a lot better, so I may just stick with this. And we do not have, because I was just like, I'll just pull the Bumblebee markers out. We don't have Bumblebee blends. Sorry, not markers, but blends. Because you can combine crushed curry, I think, and So Saffron together, use them together, and it basically kind of creates this. All right, and so then I'm just going to go around this part here. Okay. And then I'm going to go around it again. Yeah, it is covering much better, so I think I'll stick with this one. I'm going to do that again. And then I'm going to, I guess, just go around this way. It's going to look messy, but it'll be all right. It blends. They're called Stampin' blends because they blend. Okay, and I know this looks kind of weird. It looks like child's coloring. It will start to work its way out. There is some yellow coming through, but that's okay because I'm going to go around again. I'm just going to keep coloring. You want to keep coloring until you have, there's where my attempt was, coloring with, I just got my soft suede ink, and then I got my blender pen and tried it. It just looks terrible. It does look like child's coloring, but you can see right here, I have not even gone through the paper yet, so definitely not enough ink yet. So we can keep working on it. This is going to take the longest of anything that you do here. That yellow is shining through some, but it will start to fade. Okay, and then I'm just going to like add some dots that will just give hints of texture. It's hard to see it unless you're really looking up close, but it makes a difference. Okay, all right, now we're going to do the same thing with the leaves. I'm going to trace around the edge. I'm going to trace all these little lines here, which almost completely fills it in, but not quite. It's going to add that little bit of dimension. Okay, just wait a second, and then I'm just going to color. And that ink that's already there is going to shine through a little bit darker. I have colored outside my lines, but that's okay. And by the way, if you have not used these yet, and it just looks terrible, just give it a few minutes to dry. It all just kind of settles out. Alcohol ink is just very quirky. And it'll be like, there's just a big blob of green. It just looks terrible. And then after a couple of minutes, you're like, oh, I see all the veins of the leaves and everything. I mean, it's starting to already show through. So I'm just going to let that kind of go a little bit. All right, let's go ahead and cut. I am kind of wishing that I had that, but I don't have, I don't think I have a darker yellow. I just have Daffodil Delight. So yeah, we're just gonna go with it. Where's my, there it is, right in front of me. All right. And as a matter of fact, when I made this sample, after I put it all together, right before I started videoing, I continued coloring more, adding more detail. So, I mean, you just keep playing with it. That's the fun of it. Just keep playing with it. Okay, I'm gonna line this up right. Nope. I haven't quite learned how to line this up yet. If there's a trick to how it goes. I feel like on my other sunflower I had a little bit too much space and there was like a little wrinkle line. I don't know where that came from, so I'm just going to keep practicing. But in the meantime, it still turned out pretty cute. But I feel like I did go up a little too high. There's a little bit more white space here, and I don't know where that wrinkle came from. It may have just been something in my paper, and I just didn't notice it when I was coloring. Who knows? We'll see if it happens this time too. It could be a fault in the die, and I have to call them and let them know so they can send me another set. It kind of did it a little bit, but it's not bad. It's actually more pronounced all throughout the flower, more than it is on the other one. All right, so what I'm noticing here, I feel like I do want to add just a little bit more detail on these veins. Because they're coming through, but just not quite. And then I do feel like I want to darken up some spots again in the center. I think that's much better. All right. Now, come on, go there. All right, now I'm going to close this up, and I'm going to put some dimensionals. Do one here, and here, and one here. We are seriously almost finished with this complicated project that just had a pile of stuff. I do kind of think I like the darker yellow, the bumblebee, better, but let's compare. Okay. So, oh, let me wink it. I forgot I winked it also. I winked the whole thing, like literally the whole thing. Let me have to squeeze a little tiny bit, not a lot. Not like Lisa Marie did the other night. She like blew a whole blob out. It's so funny. Because it will, like, it's paint. It's glitter. Actually, it's glitter alcohol ink. Not really ink. It's glitter with an alcohol base. It dries very quickly. That's why they have the alcohol. Alcohol dries quickly, or evaporates more quickly than water does. Okay, so yeah, I've got, hang on. I have issues with my glitter. There. Oh yeah, see, now I did it too. And I hate to be wasteful. So this is going to be very heavily glittered. Because I'm using that. But I apparently had a little bit of a stoppage because I felt it give way. So I'll just pick up some of this. That's so pretty. I love glitter. Did I just sound crazy just then? I think I did, but I don't care. I love glitter. It's so beautiful. I didn't used to. The older I get, the more sparkly stuff I like. Yay. So since I have extra, let's just add extra to this one, because this is the same pen I use, so maybe it's not as glittery as it could be. Since it was clogged. Just glitter it all up everywhere. More than it was. Okay. That's better. Okay, now we can compare them. And so this is the sample with the bumblebee ink. Let's see if you can see that. I don't know. I think you can. My camera stand is kind of blocking the way. And this is the one with the So Saffron. I think I like the bumblebee one better. Even though it took longer to cover the bumblebee up with the brown and with the soft suede and the old olive. But I do think I like better. So what do you think? So you can comment on my video and let me know what you think about it, or comment on my blog and let me know. I would love to hear from you. Love to know what you think about it. If you have any ideas for how I could have improved it, any other ideas for what other kinds of flowers and colors we could use would be great. I would appreciate it. I would love to hear from you. So thank you for joining me. I had a lot of fun today, and look forward to seeing you again very soon. So have a, well, I was going to say have a good afternoon, but it may not be afternoon when you're watching this. So just continue crafting and have a lot of fun, and see you next time. Bye.